And welcome back to Seattle on this opening day. 11 finals across Major League Baseball, 3 in progress and 1 here in Seattle that is about to begin. And before that happens, Andrew Benintendi leading off for the first time regularly since his freshman year at Arkansas. The reigning MVP Mookie Betts batting in the 2 spot. Marco Gonzalez.
Well, Matty's off to a good start. He's already 1-0. You're going to see him compete on the mound. He's a pitcher that he's going to light up the strike zone.
And the 2019 season in Seattle is underway. Benintendi with action on the first pitch and a bouncer that'll be handled at first by Jay Bruce.
About his baby girl.
Betts into right. Looked like Mitch Haniger had slipped a bit, but that's going to drop in regardless, and Betts is aboard on a base hit. Betts with an extra step off the bag, and Devers lines a base hit into right. And here come the Red Sox with 1 out in the first. He's got Betts and Devers aboard with 1 away. And JD slashes a base hit into left field. Here's Betts around to score. Throw will be cut off, and 1 out into the season. The Red Sox have a 1-0 lead. As you just saw. 1-2 to Xander Bogaerts. Punch to second. Gordon Smothers goes to the bag for 1, and that's all the Red Sox get.
Terrific play here by D. Gordon.
Moreland bounces it to the shifted D. Gordon. And that's how the Mariners stem the tide in the first. An early run in support of Chris Haniger, Santana, and Encarnacion off the top. A lot of new Mariners on this list, including Encarnacion, Bruce, Beckham. Malik Smith comes over from Tampa Bay with a new contract extension in his back pocket.
Absolutely, man. And, you know, he's got all 3 pitches historically. Has been September.
The next 2-2 to Haniger strikes him out. Winning RBI in each of the Mariners' 2 wins over Oakland. And Sale takes care of him.
Encarnacion doesn't know that.
Up the third base line. Devers backhands it, but it caroms off the glove, and the Mariners have their first base runner of the afternoon. Giants. 3 strikeouts for Chris Sale to start the afternoon on the road on opening day.
Great teammate when he was with the Yankees.
Slap to first base, and that gets underneath Jay Bruce. Leadoff hitters aboard.
That should be an official position name.
Jackie bounces it back up the middle. Well, if there's a hitter that's been 2 balls and no strikes, the count to Vasquez. Runners go. No attempted throw by David Freitas, and the double steal is executed by the Red Sox. The next 3-2 pitch, and Vasquez swings and misses. First strikeout by Gonzalez comes at a great time. Benintendi with a little pop the other way. Boy, and a great over-the-shoulder catch for the out. The throw to the plate to try to get Nunez, however, is offline, and the Red Sox are on the board in the second. Ryan Healy made a fine catch. A little Cadillac mode around the bases. Oh, did he do it again?
No.
He sure did. Tim Beckham's hit his 2nd homer of the season.
This time, Beckham will take a 93-mile-an-hour fastball in. A pretty good pitch by Sale. And a mini bat flip. The JV version.
Get under it. Just had to meet it.
2-2 to Malik Smith is tapped to shortstop for Bogaerts, and out number 2.
And the main prospect coming.
D. Gordon slashes an opposite field base hit.
Busted the 19-year-old Jared Kelnick, who's a 5.
And that one comes in and hits Mitch Haniger. That's going to load the bases with 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. To Buster's point earlier, might not turn into a real long day for Sale. And Santana slashes a ball into the opposite corner. Freitas scores easily, as does Gordon, as does not score Mitch Haniger. Haniger got thrown out on a dicey play at the plate, with Vasquez able to shuffle and apply the tag. Seattle, however, with 3 in the inning. We're through 2, and it's the Mariners on top by a run.
Gordon, and you talk about first class, you know exactly where he gets it from. Speaks great Spanish, great English.
Bogarts with a ground ball that eats up Ryan Healy. Xander thinking about second, turning it on. The throw to Gordon is not in time. 0-2 to Nunez. Jackie Bradley Jr. on deck with 2 out and 2 on here in the 3rd, and that'll put an end to the inning. Marco Gonzalez strands at pair. Full count, 3-2. Meanwhile to Edwin Encarnacion. Out to center field and well hit. Bradley can only watch, and it's gone. And the Parrot gets a ride in the Northwest for the first time. New uniform, same old Eddie. Consistent power threat in the American League for the last 6 or 7 years as Bruce goes down on strikes. Just an interesting thing to point out. Did Tim Beckham get him again? Tim Beckham got him again! Wow! Early bullpen activity behind Chris Sale as Malik Smith sends the ball into the gap. Smith can run.
Oh, wow.
On his way to third. Here's David Freitas now. Infield in for Seattle. And the fly ball that'll do the job. Little miscommunication out there between Betts and Bradley. Regardless, Smith was going to score on that ball. And it's now 7-2 Mariners.
You know, Jess, I've never met a player, that I love more, that I have more respect. And it was the way he went about his business. It was the way you taught. I always say you have a PhD from Harvard in hitting, but you also have a PhD from Harvard in being.
Is there an at-bat? Is there a specific moment that is probably the most memorable?
I think, you know, to my whole career, there is a different moment.
I always tell people you hit 358, you couldn't run, and you couldn't see. How'd you do it?
It's like, who were the pitchers that you were like, bring it? I mean, this is going to be fun.
To me, I wasn't competing so much with the pitcher.
I was throwing gas. I'm so excited. I can't even stop talking.
The 12-year-old's coming out.
Oh.
Well, the 12-year-old might have another chance. Yes. Down dropped in.
Another question, yes. So, Jessica, I'm so excited because I know how much you love hitting.
Chris Sale, after homering in Japan, he's got 3 for the year. He's given Booney a run for his money. Jay Bruce punches a little pop out to shallow left. It's handled to wrap up the side. Betts on a full count pitch with a base hit into left. His second of the game.
I mean, it's not just Bryce Harper.
JD Martinez lines into center field. That drops down in front of Malik Smith, and the Red Sox have a couple of runners aboard with 1 away. And Bogart swats a drive out to center field for Smith. And out number 2 as we once again check in with Kevin in the studio. Moreland with a bouncer to shortstop. Beckham's got it and gets it over to first in time to retire the side and strand a pair for former Oakland A. Did he just get his first of 2019? He did. The 4th of the afternoon for Seattle. Half of 2014. Looks like the Red Sox have finally figured out how to get him out today.
If only he liked trading.
A swing and a miss by Smith for the second out of the inning as we check in once again with Kevin in the studio.
The Red Sox. He told us some things that you were not going to believe.
That's a tease, folks.
Eduardo Nunez sends a ball out to left center field. Turning it on and heading for second. The throw there is not in time.
Boy, if you're a Mets fan like Moses over there, you got to be excited. DeGrom.
And Vasquez gets his drive out to left field. Santana turns his numbers to the infield and plays it off the wall. That brings Nunez in easily. The second double of the inning, and the Red Sox are on the board. Left-hander Roenis Elias enters with a runner at second, run in and one away. Benintendi lines a two-strike pitch into the right field corner. Here's Vasquez to score without a play. It's a bigger plate appearance for the Mariners than you might imagine, up by 4. And Elias gets the swing and miss to get out of trouble in the 6th. Spring training. And Haniger straightens out a 3-2 pitch for a base hit.
And Matt, you think about, give me the answer in a second.
Little jam shot that's going to find some real estate. Haniger to third. And Domingo Santana fights off a 2-strike pitch to get something cooking here for the Mariners in their half of the 6th.
Late last season.
Oh, and Edwin Encarnacion took one on the hands, or hand. Hemry in 67 appearances last year, covering 60 innings. Yes, the strikeout total was in 3 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put Jay Bruce, and he has walked in a run as the new Red Sox right-hander. Back up the middle. Knocked down by Nunez. He won't have a play, and it's another RBI for Tim Beckham.
What's this guy's name?
The next 3-2 to Smith strikes him out. So Hembree gets out of the inning, not before 2 more runs.
They meet every day about the starting pitcher.
Greets the new right-hander Corey Guerin with a line shot out to center field, handled by Malik Smith. A few changes for Seattle. First, it's Corey Guerin on the mound, taking over for Elias.
And I think they just had to get younger, right?
Against a new pitcher on the mound for the Red Sox as right-hander Tyler Thornburg takes over. Happen around here. And Gordon goes down on strikes. It would be to keep him, but you got to start keeping guys around sometime. And Haniger rifles a ball into the left field corner.
And Matt, if you look at the great teams, you know, Edgar was here talking about our 90s team.
Take him to another level.
A high fly ball to deep left field. Benintendi measuring off the wall, and that one's gone.
This young man is only 26 years old.
Who spent last season in the White Sox organization between AA Birmingham and AAA Charlotte.
Us being able to do that together, it's awesome. I want to do it more.
Well, as we know, there's some guys, as that hot shot is bobbled and it cost Tim Beckham the out.
The 98, 99, 2000 Yankees.
Little bouncer for Beckham, shot of redemption.
You're going to tell us more.
And the rest you'll hear tonight.
11 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 as Healy is caught looking at a called strike 3.
You've got the tees down.
Expect October baseball. And if you don't do it, especially with the effort, you're going to hear about it.
Roller to third. Devers has it. One hop to throw, and they get it there in time. A fine play on both ends on a tricky chance.
I mean, very good play here.
I love that his older brother, as Andrew Benintendi, goes down swinging.
Base hit for Betts. A reminder coming up after this one, Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. Ball and 2 strikes to Devers, and he chases to go down on strikes. Hey, Buster, before we get out of here, I got to
love it. I am one of those.
J.D. Martinez punches a ball to second base, and that'll do it tonight. Nice effort by the right side of the infield. Wraps up a big-time night for the home side. 5 home runs powered.